Oh, hello, section 5.2. Let's see what you have to offer us today. So, we talked about probability models. It's just very basic probability rules using a two-way table or a Venn diagram, and then this general addition rule, which you learned in Algebra 2. So, probability model, if we look at something, um, just gives the possible outcomes and their probabilities. I don't want to get into that. Okay. Mutually exclusive or disjoint means two events that cannot happen at the same time. So the examples I gave in class, you pull up to a traffic light, it cannot be red and yellow at the same time. It can't be green and yellow at the same time. You flip a coin, it can't be heads and tails on one flip. It's either one or the other. These events cannot happen together. The probability of them both happening is 0. We talked about this idea of complements. So say the probability of the light being red is 40%. The probability of the light not being red would be the complement of that, or complement, 1 minus that, or 60%. Pretty basic stuff. All right. Complement, okay. All right, so here's a probability model. How do you show if this is a legitimate probability model? Two things. The probabilities have to sum up to 1. In this case, they do. And all of the probabilities have to be between 0 and 1, which they are. So this is a valid probability model. Boom, check. They could ask you to find probabilities like if this was not here, you could add these up, subtract from 1 to figure it out. Pretty basic stuff. Then we got into two-way tables. All right, so in this case, we looked at if a person had pierced ears or not and what their gender was. So what your goal is to figure out, is this a conditional probability, like a given, or are you looking at the whole total? Find the probability somebody has pierced ears. That's a yes, 103 out of 178. Is a male and has pierced ears. So now I'm looking at this intersection, male, pierced ears. So it'd be 19 out of 178. Is a male or has pierced ears. Remember, or for us means like the Starbucks or. Do you want coffee? No. Do you want cream or sugar? That means one or the other or both. So here, a couple ways we can do this. I could do the 90 plus the 103 minus the 19, because those 19 students are being double counted. Or I can do the 71 plus the 19 plus the 84 to get that, which is 90 and 84, 174 divided by 178. That's that general addition rule if you add the totals and subtract the overlap that you learned in Algebra 2. Okay, general addition rule. Hey, I was just talking about that. Perfect. If you want the probability of A or B, that's what it's going to look like. Now, on your formula sheet, it looks like this. They use these fancy symbols. Remember, the U is union. That means or. And the thing that looks like an A is the intersection. That means and. Venn diagrams. The complements, what's outside of the circle. The intersection is obviously the overlap, and A or B is one or the other or both. And Venn diagrams tie directly into the two-way table. You're not going to look at any of the totals. You're just going to look at the numbers on the inside of that two-way table. So male, yes, that's the overlap because this event is male. This event is yes, pierced ears. So out of 90 males, 19 have pierced ears, 71 don't. Out of 88 females, I'm sorry, male and pierced ears. So we're looking at this. So out of all the yes pierced ears, 19 are male, 84 are female. And the 4 here represents people that are not male and do not have pierced ears, which is that 4. You've heard me say it in class, I much, much, much prefer working with two-way tables than I do Venn diagrams, unless they explicitly say to. I honestly wouldn't bother with it. So you should be able to answer questions on Venn diagrams like what's the probability of A and B, A or B, and all that stuff. So in this example, if they want the probability of these two events, event A and B, it would be the overlap. If they want the probability of A or B, you're going to add the two individual plus the overlap, just your general addition rule. Okay, that's it for section 5.2. Yeah, 5.2 we're on. So, is there another section for this? Yeah, there is. So I'll make that in another video. Adios for now.